U.S. Air Force has just executed something few believed was possible. While the world's attention remained fixed on the F-22 Raptor dominating global airspace, Boeing was quietly constructing its successor behind closed doors. The aircraft, now known as the F-47, has been under development since 2020, completely outside public awareness. This is not simply another fighter aircraft. It is a sixth-generation platform capable of commanding autonomous drone formations, penetrating hostile airspace more than 1,000 miles deep, and responding to threats that do not yet exist. The first prototype is already complete. America's competitors know it. And now you're about to understand why this aircraft redefines air superiority. The origins of this program trace back to 2014, when defense planners identified a growing concern. The F-22 was unmatched, but rivals were closing the gap faster than expected. What followed remained classified for more than 10 years. The Air Force initiated a project so secret that even its name stayed hidden until recently. That effort became known as Next Generation Air Dominance. Its core aircraft would eventually receive a designation rooted in American aviation history and presidential authority. Welcome to JetBlue. The F-47 represents the most dramatic leap in fighter technology since powered flight itself. But this evolution is not defined by speed or stealth alone. The real transformation runs much deeper. This aircraft does not simply conduct missions. It orchestrates combat networks, integrates artificial intelligence, and operates in ways that were considered impossible a decade ago. Similar foreign attempts failed. America succeeded. China is accelerating development. Russia is falling behind. Meanwhile, the United States has already transitioned into production. If you're proud of American innovation and military strength, drop a salute in the comments. The need for next-generation air dominance became clear when the F-22 entered service in 2005. It introduced a new era of air combat, flying higher, faster, and stealthier than anything before it. American pilots could engage adversaries without ever being detected. For nearly 20 years, the Raptor delivered uncontested air dominance. But technological advantage never remained static. By the mid-2000s, intelligence reports revealed troubling trends. China invested heavily in stealth aviation. The J-20 began appearing publicly, signaling rapid progress. Though still inferior to the F-22, the gap was narrowing. Russia unveiled the Su-57 and claimed parity. Even more concerning was the spread of long-range air defense systems. Advanced systems like the S-400 and S-500 could detect and engage aircraft from extreme distances. The Air Force faced a hard truth. The F-22 was still dominant, but increasingly costly. Only 187 Raptors were ever built, far fewer than planned. Each airframe carried massive acquisition and sustainment costs. The production line had already shut down. Looking ahead to the 2030s and beyond, planners needed an aircraft capable of surviving the most heavily defended airspace ever created, while striking deep and returning intact. The F-22 was built for a different strategic era. The next platform would require technologies that didn't yet exist. Before we dive in, take a moment to support Jet Vision. Over 98% of viewers watch without subscribing, and that single click helps keep this channel flying. If you believe America should always lead in the skies, hit like, subscribe, and drop a salute in the comments to show your support for American air power. Now let's break down what they didn't want you to see. In 2014, DARPA launched a highly classified effort known as the Aerospace Innovation Initiative, setting the foundation for the future of American air combat. DARPA's legacy includes the internet, GPS, and stealth technology. When it initiates an aviation program, the outcome often reshapes history. Experimental aircraft, X-planes, were built as flying laboratories. These platforms were not combat-ready, but they tested breakthroughs destined for the next fighter. Boeing's demonstrator first flew in 2019. The public never saw it. Media coverage was non-existent. Yet behind closed doors, these flights validated sixth-generation concepts in real conditions. The Air Force labeled its requirement penetrating counter-air. The mission was clear: breach the most heavily defended airspace on Earth and seize air superiority. The aircraft would operate alongside unmanned systems, sharing data across an integrated combat network. Throughout this process, the F-22 continued flying, masking the replacement effort entirely. There were no public competitions, no factory tours, no political announcements. The program remained invisible. Boeing and Lockheed Martin both built demonstrators. Both flew advanced test aircraft that pushed the limits of physics and design. In 2023, Air Force leadership revealed plans for roughly 200 next-generation fighters and 1,000 accompanying drones, without naming a winner. Then in 2024, the program paused. Costs surged, with projections exceeding $300 million per aircraft. For months, the future of America's next fighter was uncertain. Then March 2025 changed everything. Standing in the Oval Office, President Trump revealed the winning design. Boeing secured the contract. The aircraft would be designated F-47. This jet would not simply replace the F-22. It would redefine how air warfare is conducted. The designation itself carried layered meaning. It honored the P-47 Thunderbolt, the founding year of the U.S. Air Force, and the presidential authority behind its approval. Air Force leadership confirmed the aircraft was already in production. Not planned, not conceptual, being built. An aircraft most Americans had just learned about was already taking physical form. Its capabilities exceeded expectations. Extended range beyond fifth-generation fighters, advanced stealth beyond known benchmarks. Higher availability rates meant more aircraft ready at any moment, and fewer resources required to deploy them. This mattered. The F-22 demanded complex logistics and specialized support. Overseas deployments were massive undertakings. The F-47 was engineered for rapid deployment and operational flexibility. The Air Force plans to acquire at least 185 aircraft, enough to replace the entire Raptor fleet. But unlike its predecessor, the F-47 is not a standalone platform. It serves as the command node of an aerial system. It will fly with autonomous drones that carry weapons, jam radars, and absorb enemy fire to protect the pilot. The pilot becomes a battle manager, directing a robotic air force. Understanding sixth-generation fighters requires understanding evolution. Early jets carried guns. Later generations added missiles, sensors, and maneuverability. Fourth-generation fighters combined agility and avionics. Fifth generation introduced stealth, sensor fusion, and supercruise. The F-22 embodied those traits: low observability, supersonic cruise without afterburners. Advanced sensors fused data into a single combat picture. Sixth generation builds on this foundation. The F-47 is designed to adapt. Its airframe may last decades, while internal systems are continuously upgraded. Stealth goes further than shaping and coatings. New materials reduce detection across radar, infrared, and future sensors. Range is dramatically improved. Over 1,000 nautical miles, allowing operations far from enemy defenses. This enables deep strikes without tanker dependence and expands operational flexibility across vast theaters. Autonomous wingmen integrate seamlessly. AI executes tasks while the pilot focuses on command decisions. The F-47 is more than a replacement. It is a system designed for future conflict. While adversaries chase yesterday's technology, America has already moved forward. The future of air dominance is here, and it flies under the American flag. While public attention stayed on the F-22, America quietly initiated a successor program hidden from media, Congress, and even most of the defense industry. Intelligence confirmed China and Russia were accelerating stealth fighters and long-range air defenses, forcing an immediate response beyond fifth-generation capabilities. The Air Force authorized NGAD under extreme secrecy, eliminating public competitions and moving directly into classified prototyping. Experimental aircraft flew years ahead of foreign programs, validating sixth-generation technologies in real-world conditions, not simulations. The aircraft was designed to breach the most heavily defended airspace on Earth, establish air superiority, and survive without external support. By 2024, rising costs forced a temporary halt until strategic reality made continuation unavoidable. Boeing was awarded the contract. The aircraft received its designation F-47. Production had already begun. The F-47 serves as the central control aircraft for AI-driven loyal wingmen, multiplying combat power without increasing pilot risk. Extended range, deep stealth, and autonomous coordination make the F-47 uniquely suited for high-risk operations against peer adversaries. The F-47 ensures American control of the skies well into the future, redefining modern air warfare before rivals can react. America quietly began building the F-47 while the world focused on the F-22. Developed in total secrecy since 2020, this aircraft existed long before the public ever knew its name. This is not just another fighter. The F-47 commands drone forces, penetrates deep enemy airspace, and adapts to future threats, redefining what sixth-generation warfare means. By the mid-2000s, adversaries were closing the gap. China's J-20, Russia's Su-57, and advanced missile systems signaled the end of uncontested air dominance. The Air Force launched NGAD under extreme secrecy. No public competitions, no announcements, only classified X-planes flying years ahead of foreign programs. Experimental aircraft validated revolutionary technologies in real flight. These weren't concepts. They were proof that sixth-generation combat was already achievable. After a brief pause over rising costs, March 2025 changed everything. Boeing won the contract, and the F-47 was revealed. Already in production, greater range, deeper stealth, higher readiness, and far lower deployment burden. The F-47 is designed to fight where no other aircraft can survive. The F-47 doesn't fight alone. It commands AI-controlled drones that jam radars, carry weapons, and absorb enemy fire, turning one pilot into a force commander. Designed for vast distances and heavy defenses, the F-47 gives the U.S. dominance in the Pacific, operating beyond missile range while controlling the battlespace. The F-47 is more than a replacement. It's a system built for decades of dominance. While rivals chase fifth-generation parity, America has already moved on. The F-47 is not conceptual. It is already in development, with physical airframes taking shape and systems being integrated behind closed doors. China and Russia are fully aware the program exists, even if its true capabilities remain beyond their reach. The decision to pursue sixth-generation dominance began when analysts confirmed fifth-generation parity was approaching faster than anticipated. American industry shifted quietly, investing in advanced manufacturing long before any contract was publicly announced. Unlike previous programs, NGAD emphasized real-world flight testing over prolonged digital modeling. X-plane demonstrators validated propulsion, stealth, and systems integration, while competitors remained in the design phase. The F-47 is designed to operate as part of a system of systems, not as a single combat platform. The role of the pilot shifts from aircraft operator to mission commander, overseeing manned and unmanned assets. Extended combat radius allows penetration into contested regions without reliance on vulnerable refueling assets. Advanced materials and design reduce signatures across radar, infrared, and emerging sensor domains. The F-47 is engineered for rapid global deployment with reduced logistical requirements. Fewer aircraft deliver greater effect, reducing reliance on mass formations and vulnerable support systems. The program sends a clear message to allies and adversaries alike about long-term American commitment. The Raptor remains relevant, operating alongside the F-47 until the transition is complete. The objective is not parity, but dominance, shaping the air domain before conflict begins. What you've just seen isn't speculation, it's reality. The F-47 proves that America's edge in the skies isn't fading, it's accelerating. If this breakdown gave you a new perspective, hit like, subscribe to Jet Vision, and drop a USA salute in the comments if you're proud of what American innovation continues to achieve. We'll keep bringing you the stories they don't want talked about. The technology shaping air dominance and the future of global power. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay informed, and stay proud.